Hi, welcome to another episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Vic and Nate in bed at the athletic club, and they both get up saying it's time for work. And Vic has plans to damage Adam's chance of getting McCall before he even starts. Then we see downstairs in the club dining area, we see Victor and Adam talk about McCall. Victor wants to know what are Adam's plans and his way moving forward. Adam doesn't want to give Victor any information about his plans. Victor tells Adam that he is the most experienced at this business, so he should seek counsel in him. But Adam still isn't interested. He tells Victor that he wants to do it on his own. Then we go over to the park and we see Billy and Chelsea discuss their kids and how life has been going well for them with parental duties. Then we see Lucy is back in town. She and Daniel go to the coffee house and Lucy asks why he has been weird on the calls and texts so lately. And Daniel tells Lucy that it's because Phyllis is alive. Over at the Abbott house, Jack, Kyle, and Diane wait for Michael and Chance for an update on the case. Then we see Summer comes downstairs and Diane tells Summer that it must be a shock to learn what her mother is capable of. Diane, you are the pot calling the kettle black. But she doesn't hold Summer accountable for it. That's what Diane said. Back at the athletic club, Nate is enabling Vic going after Adam and asks if it was her plan to do this all along. Acquire McCall, then take control of it behind Adam's back. Then they begin to strategize and they plan to use Newman Media to wipe out McCall, and Nate is on board with it. Downstairs, Victor assures Adam that he is not interfering in his work. He just wants to give him advice on running a company. And Adam reveals that it will be a strong competition for Newman Media. He plans to use it to destroy Newman Media. And Victor asks, why would you go after Newman Media? At the Abbott house, Diane hints at an apology that she is expecting from Summer. And Summer asks, and what would I be sorry for? And Diane responds with nothing, nothing, nothing at all. And she goes to dig further at Phyllis again. And Summer calls them out for going behind Daniel's back and trying to get Phyllis arrested and calling the authorities. Then we see Chance arrives. Upstairs at the athletic club, Nate thinks that they should go out separately. Vic says, are we hiding? But Nate says that he doesn't want to run into Elena just quite yet. Then we go back to the coffee house and Lucy doesn't understand why Phyllis would do that to her kids. Back at the Abbott house, Summer explains that she would like to remove herself, but they ask her to stay. Jack reveals that they tested Summer's hair sample with one of Phyllis they found in evidence at a motel where she and Stark were staying, and Summer is in shock that they would do that. Then Chan says that it's not enough evidence to prove anything, and says that they are Phyllis and Jeremy were married, so they could have been at that hotel together before he even died. So isn't proof to say that Phyllis is alive. Kyle then yells at Chance and tells him that he needs to do his job. And Chance calls out Jack and Diane for tampering with evidence and says that isn't their first rodeo, reminds them of what they did to Stark earlier. Back at the coffee house, Lucy is worried about Daniel going back down the same path of life like he was in Savannah. And Daniel tells her not to worry about him, he is doing fine. Back at the athletic club, Victor tells Adam that it's a big mistake and says that he is pissed at Vic for firing Sally. That's why he's going after Newman Media. And Adam tells Victor nothing he says will stop him. Adam decides that he will squash Newman Media because he was the one who built it to where it was. And then we see Nate come downstairs and Victor and Adam wonders why he is there at the club so early. Adam thinks that Nate was there for something more than breakfast or a workout. But however, Adam says that he has to leave, and right after Adam leaves, then we see Vic come downstairs. Victor sees her and she sees Victor, and Vic goes over and he asks what is she doing there so early. Back at the park, back at the coffee house, Chelsea comes in and sees Danielle and Lucy, and she gets to meet Lucy. Then we go back to the Abbott house, and Chance tells them that he will take the evidence to Christine, but it will not change anything. And Chance says that the evidence is questionable and compromised because they took matters into their own hands, and because they went rogue, it will not account for anything. Chance then leaves, and Kyle yells that they have now alienated Chance, and this is now a setback, and now they have to find another way. Then we see while they discuss how to get further information to take down Stark, Jack and Phyllis. Jack is thinking about a PI. Then we see Summer sneaks off out the house. And they continue to plot, not realizing that Summer is gone. Back at the coffee house, Danielle tells Lucy Chelsea is a part of the project, and Chelsea offers to have their kids and her get along and spend some time together. We see Nate is walking towards work, and Audra questions why Nate is coming from the direction of the club, and questions if he was there with Vic, and says that Nate is still wearing the clothes he was wearing yesterday. At the club, Vic tells Victor that she is just trying to get away from the kids, so she spent the night at the club. And Victor asks, "What's going on with you and Nate?" And Vic says that they are grown, so they are involved and in a relationship. Victor tells her that Nick has concerns about the relationship. Then back at Abbott House, Kyle now realizes that Summer is missing, and we see that Summer went to society to meet up with Chance, and she thanks Chance for not telling Kyle what she knows, and Chance tells her the secret will hurt her marriage, so she needs to tell Kyle. Then back at the park, Nate tells Audra to stay out of his relationship and keep her thoughts about it to herself. And Audra says, "Relationship, you move pretty fast." Audra says that she just wants to be Nate's partner, or whenever whatever he wants, he can always run to her and she will do it for him. All she needs in return is a post at the head of Newman Media while he rises up in the business. Audra also promises Nate intel in the company, says she knows everything. Then we see Vic and Victoria talk about Nate and his intentions, and Victor tells Vic that Adam is coming for Newman Media, so she needs to watch out. Victor, Adam cannot trust you for real. Then Vic says that she welcomes the challenge. Then we go back at the Abbott house, and Diane worries that Phyllis may have covered every tracks and they will not find any further evidence for her to get off. While we see Kyle goes off to find Summer, Jack tells Diane that they should stop focusing on this and she needs to start planning their wedding. Then we see Summer thanks Chance for the support, and Summer says that she feels like he's the only person that she can count on at the moment, and Chance if she has any further information for him, and Summer says that she has nothing else to say. Chance says then I will be in touch with you if I have any updates. And Summer runs out and she tries to call Phyllis, but she gets a voicemail and leaves it. Thanks for watching. Bye.